Good morning, Pokefans. Happy Thursday. My name is Matt. We're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So here is currently what we're working with. We did make a change to the team, and it was to Fluttermane. We have Taunt. We got rid of Dazzling Gleam to try it out. Even though Dazzling Gleam does help out with the spread moves, popping, Sassage, doing a little bit of damage here and there. The focus target damage is probably a little bit more respected, and I'm going to try it this way. And also, because we have Taunt on this Pokemon, we now don't have to worry about non-priority moves getting outdone. So we could probably even change Taunt off Tornadus to be something else completely, since Tornadus seems to be in the team somewhere, and so does Fluttermane. I also had finished up with Kyogre with the spread moves that I would like to use, although I kind of don't like having Water Spout, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot of moves I can really use for Kyogre. We do have with the Assault Vest, so that is currently what it is. We do need to change the nature from timid to modest, but I will double check what I currently have set in the team preview just so that I can know. I have everything built on Showdown, and I'll double check that to make sure I got the right one. Urshifu is also going to be seeing changes. We officially put it with the Mystic Water so that we can do a little bit more damage. It is still going to stay Adamant, but as of right now, the EVs are not going to change, the IVs are not going to change, and the item is not going to change, as well as the Terra. The move sets will change slightly because I do want to have some sort of protect move on there, and I want to have something to help Urshifu win some fights. Be it like teaming up with Clefairy if I can get around to train one and have the follow me, life do, and stuff like that, and maybe have Sword Stance on the Pokemon, or just having a priority move that could do what I need to do, Surging Strikes, and then X and X, because we do have ways to pick moves now, so we can look into that. I'll put Incineroar up there. For these three specifically, I don't know what to do with them as of right now. I know Assault Vest on this row is overabundance, but that's okay. We don't really need to use any of the Pokemon right now. We're going to be just focusing on the top, because this is going to be what I run with in May. So we're going to do our best to test out what we can and what we can't. And yeah, so I don't really have anything else after that. We're going to go ahead and get into our matches. We have 5 lined up ready to go, and I'll see you guys at the end. So wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Okay, we've got Ice Rider Calyrex, we've got Riolu, Amoonguss, Sweet Lilligant, Torkoal, and Fluttermane. Now, Riolu has Prankster, so we do have to keep that very apparent right off the bat. Let's go and set us up with Burgraff, because everyone else is really, really fast outside of Torkoal, who is incredibly slow. We do need to be able to withstand Spore, so we're going to go in with Ogerpon as well. In the event that one of those two Pokemon get taken down, we'll go ahead and bring in Fluttermane, who is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. And I kind of want to bring in Chien-Pao, but I don't think that's going to be the choice here. We'll bring in Koraidon. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting. We're not going to try to outspeed. Hisuian Lilligant is going to have Chlorophyll, but it also could be the Hustle build that I'm hoping to make popular, because not a lot of people expect Hustle out of that Pokemon, but it's so funny to watch it just take games. So funny. Maybe that's what I'll take into the regional. I think it'd be really, really funny. All right, so we have Lilligant and Hisuian. Nope. We have Hisuian Lilligant and Calyrex, and we also have Burgraff and Ogerpon. So we'll go ahead and use Imprison. Yes. And I'll go ahead and Terra Fire and hit... No, I'm not going to do that. I was thinking like Terra Fire and then using like Follow Me, but I do have to worry about Sleep Powder now. Let's go ahead and just do it. Withdrew Lilligant. This is probably going to be Amoonguss. Nope, Riolu. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and do the Terra Fire. Now I do become weaker to the ground type move that Calorexes usually carry. I'm just blanking on the move right now. But they also Terra. This is probably gonna be water to Calyrex. Please be water. If it's grass, nope, it's fire. Interesting. Okay, Ivy Cudgel. This is gonna go straight to Riolu. That's almost a KO, brings it down to Sash. Imprison. This is gonna stop Trick Room. They do Glacial Lance, does nothing to Ogre Pond. It is gonna do quite a bit to Farigiraf. Run Hyper Voice? No. Protect here. I mean... It's fire. So it's going to be really, really hard to deal with it. We're going to protect here. And I am going to... I have to Ivy Cudgel. I don't know what the target is going to be. I have no idea. Coaching. Attack and defense rows. Ivy Cudgel. To Riolu. I'm okay with that because that was probably going to be my target anyway. Lance. Oof. Out comes Fluttermane. Oh boy, I don't have Tailwind, and Fluttermane outspeeds Ogerpon. Hyper Voice. Spike the Shield, why not? Spike the Shield. Moonblast goes into Ogerpon. Hyper Voice does nothing against the Fluttermane. The decent amount over to... That's a crit too. Glacial Lance. Calyrex is getting hit for a little bit, but since it's Terra Fire, it's pretty much shut down a lot of the damage I can do to it. I don't have a water type. I don't have a ground type. This is not good for me. And it's leftovers. Of course it would be. Why wouldn't it be? Go ahead and bring out Koraidon. Okay. Collision Course. And follow me in case if it's not Dazzling Gleam. I mean, who am I kidding? It's gotta be Dazzling Gleam. There's no way that it's not. There's no way. Follow me. Blast, okay. I still don't know what the power was for Fluttermane. I didn't catch it. Of course. Special Lance. Oh, I hate this pony. I can't do anything to it. It's way too bulky for its own good. I literally can't do anything to it. And while we didn't get to test anything here, I did get to see that Brigorap did get some to live, like a single move, which is great. But it doesn't really mean anything when I can't even take down Shadow Rider. So we're just gonna hit into that. It's the only thing I can do. Blast. It's not Scarf, so it's a 50-50. I mean, it could be Scarf. Oh, look at that. Look at how much damage that did. How much damage that didn't do. Like, that Pokemon is way too bulky for its own good. Like, we're complaining about Zacian and Zamazenta not, like, getting a nerf and whatnot, but these guys are way too strong. Absolutely way too strong. So, we don't have hardly anyone that's going to be able to deal with the fire type. So we'll have to look into that one. But we'll continue. It's definitely not unwinnable, but it's definitely on the realms of like, okay, a +1 defense and maybe a +2 attack, possibly +1, was enough to be able to do all of that and have leftovers. That's crazy. Okay, we've got Whimsicott, Miraidon, Fire Oakapon, Urshifu, Iron Hands, and Farigiraf. Okay. Tornadus, Qianpao. Could also just go Fluttermane instead. Do need to get the field off before that happens. Am I willing to sacrifice Fluttermane? They don't have any other fields besides that. But if I do that, I don't really have anyone to deal with Iron Hands. So I think these two are it. We'll bring in Fluttermane, the Ogerpon, and Miraidon. Yeah, we'll try that. It's the best option that I've got. It's the best one that I have. I don't have a whole lot, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks because it's like I want to have more things, but it's ugh. All right, so Miraidon, Whimsicott versus Tornadus, and Qianpao. A very obvious combo that we have to be able to combat Miraidons. We'll just go ahead and do the Tailwind and Ice Spinner into that slot. Let's see what happens now. What is your decision going to be? Terra, this is going to go to Miraidon. Probably Fairy. Yep. Okay. I'm either faster on 1 to 50-50. I'm probably faster. Even Tailwind speed. Nice spinner. It's decent damage on the Miraidon. Clear that out. Here comes Dazzling Gleam. Yep. Qianpao goes down turn 1. Bring out Koraidon. Liquid Storm to Iron Head. I just need to win the 50-50. Withdrew. Okay. Bring out Ogerpon. Not bad. Encore. Of course he would do that. Tailwind again. Swap to Collision Course on Ogerpon. So right now, Ogerpon can't do anything to Koraidon. I haven't really done anything to Whimsicott right now. So I'm at a severe disadvantage. Pulling back Tornadus. Bring out my own Ogerpon. Collision Course on theirs. Just knock at the KO. Moonblast times 4. Koraidon goes down. That sucks. Ivy Cudgel goes into mine. That sucks. It's just Tornadus. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I should have done this with Koraidon last turn. I'm not sure why I didn't. Just a misclick. That happens. I missed the Ogerpon. Doesn't matter because I hit the Whimsicott. Wow. Goes down. It goes down. I lost and they didn't lose a single Pokemon. 4-0'd. That's not good. That's not good at all. Super unfortunate, so... That's interesting. A lot of things are racing through my head right now where I could have done better. Obviously, getting Encored was like the wrong play. Honestly, if I would have Terra Dark the Tornadus, I would have been able to stay on the field and use Bleak Wind Storm, which would have done enough damage to both the Pokemon without having to do the swap. After that, without thinking about it, I should have Terra'd and went into Whimsicott just to kind of solve that problem. And would have lost Ogerpon still, I believe. But I would have had Koraidon and Tornadus out there to be able to pick up, as I would have been able to knock out Whimsicott. It living without any type of assistance is weird. So either I lowballed the damage or they built Whimsicott specifically to last against Tornadus. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Oh, that's number 2, I think. We have Ice Rider Calyrex, Weezing. This is the Galar form. Donzo Tatsugiri, so Sushi. Raid Boss, possibly. With Rillaboom and Whimsicott. This is a really interesting random assortment of Pokemon. Because no abilities. Oh, no abilities. That's interesting. Are they gonna do that though? Let's do these two. And then Ogerpon and Chian-Pao. I think that's what I have to bring. Waterman would not be a good one to bring in on this match, although Taunting would be great. Us stopping Trick Room from happening is probably like the best one. That looks so cool. Us stopping Trick Room is probably like the best. So we have Wheezing and Tatsugiri. Neutralizing gas, so no abilities. Protect here. Terrafire. Actually, we're not going to Terra yet until I have to, because Tatsugiri is Water Dragon. But I am going to go right into Wheezing, which they're going to Terra. Probably into Wheezing. It is. And it's water. Okay. That is going to resist Iron Head, but they're probably not thinking about that. Oh, you son of a gun, really? Head. Oh, Flinch cannot move. Yeah, you're the Toxic Orb. Yeah. Let's go ahead and imprison. And collision course against the Wheezing. Check in here. I'm okay with. Prison. Strange theme. Okay, let's bring out Ogerpon. Protect and Horn Leech over on the Wheezing. I know the strat's not going to do it. You cannot protect. So if you bring out Donzo, it's actually going to be really bad for you. Because that's going to take a long time to do anything. And you've already used your Terra. Let's do that. I mean, the +1 would be really, really helpful, but I want to get some health. Come on. Ogerpon should have been able to live. I know it's neutral, but it's... come on. Upper Voice, that's nothing against Tatsugiri. Leftovers. I'm gonna have nothing. I'm literally gonna have nothing. I thought they couldn't do this strat anymore. I thought they fixed it so no one can use it. Seems like I'm wrong again. Protect. I mean, do I really need to protect? Probably not. Alright, it's Terra Ghost, so I'm not super effective against ground. I think ice is. But I think it's the other. I think it's either ice is weak against ground or ground is weak against ice. I know ground is weak against ice, but I'm still uncertain. I'm just gonna do it this way. Hit with Sacred Sword, get a little bit of damage. No body presses. Oh, does not affect Chien Pao. So it's a good thing we did do that. Hyper Voice does not do anything to the side Pokemon. But they can't protect, so Bounce is going to go down this turn, and they can't really do anything to stop me. Hyper Voice and Sacred Sword. They can't swap either. So their raid boss, they put so much they put so much emphasis in this team. That's a rage quit. Imprison stops him from using protect and stuff, but it does definitely hinder the crap out of me. Absolutely. I don't think safety goggles is really good on Farigiraf. I think maybe throat spray is better just so that I get that +1. I mean, I'm not supposed to be doing like a ton of damage. I'm just supposed to be offensively strong enough to be able to do damage, but I'm still not hitting Pokemon the way that I should be. Absolutely not. Okay. Whimsicott, Kyogre, Urshifu, Ogerpon, Mousehold, family of 4, and Entity Male. This is interesting. So I think what I want to do is kind of open up this way. Yeah, kind of open up this way. We'll bring in Koraidon, and I think Ogerpon is going to be the best. Yeah, we'll try it this way, because at least this way I can do quite a bit of damage against everyone on that particular side. Ogerpon, not so much, because I don't really have a counter to it. I mean, I do. It's Tornadus, but I feel like there might be other Pokemon that could just take that slot indefinitely and not really care too much. If that makes any sense. Like the only Pokemon that, like, there's a couple Pokemon that outspeed Tornadus. One is Whimsicott, and the other one is Talonflame. So depending on how you build Talonflame, you can either have Taunt, Gale Wings with tails, with like Tailwind and other things. All right, so they open up with Whimsicott and Ogerpon, and I have Fluttermane and Tornadus. Let's go ahead and do that. I think I'm okay with just the protect here. Because I start at 307, so I do outspeed generally. Okay, they're faster, so they won the 50-50. Tailwind. So Ogerpon, what are you gonna do? That goes into Fluttermane. Okay. So here's what I have to do. Terra, Bleak Wind Storm. And just in case I don't get the KO, this is where Dazzling Gleam would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. We're gonna go ahead and Moonblast into... I think a Whimsicott would be best. But I want to get... I'm gonna go after Ogerpon. Ogerpon's a problem. That's absolutely a bigger problem than I want to deal with. Because Encore can go into the Fluttermane, which isn't that big of an issue. I just need to be able to hit this this Ogerpon. So here comes the Terra. This is probably gonna go Ogerpon. Does make it Terra Fire. Please be Encore on Tornadus, because that's more hurtful on my side of the team. You did it on the Fluttermane. Fudge. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, I get the double. Let's go. I'm okay with that then. Storm. Brings Whimsy down to its Sash. And drops the speed on the Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel is going to go to Tornadus. And I will live because of Sash. Swapping out Fluttermane so they know what that's going to entail. But I'm protecting on Tornadus because they can't stop me from doing that. I got my own Ogerpon to kind of get a free switch in. They withdrew theirs. Bring out Kyogre. Nope, Dignity. Okay. Protect. There's the Moonblast. Swap to Koraidon. And I'm going to Ivy Cudgel a Whimsicott. So I should survive this. Should be being the key word, but I'm probably knocking down my own Koraidon here. Because there ain't no way that would target anything else besides that. Yep, there it goes, and there he goes. Should have been the Fluttermane. I'm so stupid. Should have been Flutter. There goes Whimsy. Are you gonna expanding force me, little Whimsy? Or little Entity? Yep, you are. Single target. That's not enough to get the KO. But our talents are gone and mine is safely in the back. I had to sacrifice my legend to do it, which should have been my Fluttermane, but out comes Kyogre. I'm gonna do that. You outspeed. You're scarfed. Oh, that's bad. Massive misplay on my part. Sacrifice the Fluttermane to bring out the Kyogre, forcing him to swap out to their own Ogerpon, and then having Tailwind up a turn earlier. That sucks. Okay. Okay. So how do we... What's the takeaway there? What's the takeaway there? There was a couple of times where I could have made maybe a different choice. But I thought I made the best choices. Whimsicott just generally outspeeds Tornadus. There's no way to get around that. And the only way to outspeed Whimsicott if you're not using... I mean... Talonflame would be the Pokemon you would use. Because Gale Wings gives you priority to all flying moves, which would definitely outspeed Whimsicott. But if it's got Sash, it's not going to be knocked out right away. which means that you're pretty much walking into a really bad situation. There wasn't a whole lot that I could really do there. I think I was just outplayed, and I got outplayed hard. That was a good game, 100%. I think I just got outplayed. Ooh, interesting. Kyogre, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Landorus Incarnate, Tornadus Incarnate, and Farigiraf. Stopping all priorities. Counters fire types with Landorus. Counters grass types with Tornadus. Counters water types with Rillaboom. Counter fire types again, if that's Rapid Strike Urshifu. Or just Psychic and Ghost types with Urshifu. If it's single target, like Normal types also fit into that category too. And then Kyogre targets fire, ground, I believe. Yeah, ouch. Ooh, owie. Okay. So how do let's go Tornadus, Qianpao, Fluttermane, and Rhydon. I think that's what I have to do. Not having Dazzling Gleam has kind of messed me up. It's not going to be doing like a ton of damage. Don't get me wrong. It's not one of those moves that just like, oh, I'm going to just do a crap ton. It's like, that's not what it does. Kyogre and Tornadus. This is Tornadus and Qianpao. Drizzle comes out. We're going to go ahead and do Tailwind. And I'm going to protect on Qianpao. Because right now, Bleak Windstorm's 100% on either side. Tailwind, either I win the 50-50 or I outspeed. Not sure which one. Okay. Looks like I won the 50-50. Okay, holding out because of Sash. I got Koraidon, and I'm going to Ice Spinner into Tornadus. So, what are we looking like? What are we looking like? Not Tornadus. Okay, come on, Koraidon. Let's turn that rain upside down and make it the sun. Tailwind, okay. Nice spinner. Literally same strats, bro. Let's go. Ice Beam. So that's not a... it's not an item. It's no choice. So... I'm gonna go... I am gonna go there. And I'll go ahead and hit... Totally fine. I resist a lot of the damage that Kyogre does anyway, outside of Ice Beam. Because I'm part Dragon. So Water Spout's not going to do that much damage, even though you have Rain Dance. Pretty solid move to have. Water Spout. Not enough to get the KO on either one. And that's leftovers on Kyogre. Okie dokie. Let's check Urshifu. Okay. I think Aqua Jet's gonna come out. Let's pop that Sash. No, they already had Sash. Withdrew Kyogre. This is Landorus. Also shiny. Let's go. Sucker Punch. Taking strikes on Shan Pao. So you're the Scarf user. That's the Scarf user. Of course. Okay, my Tailwind's gone. Let's bring out Tornadus. Vision Course on you. Tailwind. Scarf's on Urshifu. If I take it down, I have an easier chance of living, but Sandsteer Storm could take out both my Pokemon, realistically. But at least with Fluttermane, I genuinely outspeed. I don't have to worry about it because their Tailwind's going to end this turn. And Kyogre in the back is not strong enough to deal with what I have. At least I hope. Tailwind. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Right. They still have Tailwind. They still have Tailwind. No, that's right. It ends this turn. Now, if this was Dazzling Gleam, I'd be perfect. I don't have Dazzling Gleam. Now that I know that, this would have been perfect. Bop, Dazzling Gleam. Just right there. Just... Oh, shucks. Okay. Well, down goes Urshifu. And we lost this one. Ledge Bomb's going to do enough because Sheer Force... Fly forward. Oh, they swap. Here comes Kyogre. I mean, you get a 60% damage increase. I'm not sure what you're doing. Sludge Bomb's going to take out Fluttermane. Would have done it before the Terra. Terra goes over to Landorus. Up. Poison. Sludge Bomb is definitely going to be doing 2 times damage. Here, have a Moonblast to Kyogre's face. Up. You serious? Bop. Okay. Oh, I definitely got outplayed there. 100%. Now I bet you all of those were heavily invested into, I don't want to say bulk because not a lot of Pokemon need to be invested in bulk. To give you guys an update on that research that I was doing, it seems to work on a very small, finite line of Pokemon. Very small. And if it were to be applied anywhere else, it's not going to work. Ogre Pond was probably like the Pokemon that I tried this on. It failed quite a bit. I also tried on Qian Pao, and it failed quite a bit. Me thinking, oh, I'm going to be under Tailwind. I'll be able to outspeed everyone. But when it comes to those mirror matches, it's what it started making me sweat quite a bit. Sweating because of the fact that, like, in case of a mirror match, if I don't have max speed, they're always going to outspeed me, which makes it incredibly hard. But I've always tried to do something different, or at least invest in a way that would actually make my team win. And like we've showcased today, this doesn't happen. Does not happen. I don't think Dazzling Gleam would have made it us win, but I just did not have any chances today. Absolutely none. I got outplayed every step of the way, no matter how many times I tried to outplay. They were just one turn ahead, and it didn't matter what I tried. So this was interesting. We will think about it, see what we can do to make changes to the team, or just kind of play around with it a little bit more, and probably redo some calcs, because I'm probably going to need it. So anyways, let's get to the end. I'll show you what the damage looks like. Oof. So the damage is not as bad as I thought, but it is still pretty bad. Currently sitting at 11,577, 20 wins and 24 losses. Not the best, but we are at least trying, we're at least learning, and we're going to try to be making some investments somewhere to try to make the team a little bit work a little bit more. Since I do have Kyogre done, and we also do have Urshifu also completed, we could probably swap back to maybe our Rain team, because maybe Koraidon in the way that I've been playing that team isn't realistically working. I'm not sure, but it's an option. Realistically, I do like having like an automatic auto hitting, you know, Bleak Wind Storm and stuff like that, but it makes it incredibly hard to really rely on that strat when I have to kind of deal with Weather Wars, and I can't invest into Tornadus like I would like to, like put Choice Scarf on him and just spam Bleak Wind Storms being incredibly fast, because everyone's going to be able to outspeed me in the instance like, oh, well, they have Talonflame and Tornadus. Why? I have no idea. One of them's a fake, and they can easily see through this strat. It's very, very interesting. I have to try to figure out a way to outsmart my opponents now without causing me to lose as often as I have been, if that makes sense. Like, it's really, really bad. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me today. That's going to be the video. I'm hoping you guys had fun, and I'm hoping you guys liked it. So let's roll out the outro, and I'll see you guys again next time. For now, though, since it is the end of the video, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys made it up to this point, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's the best way to support me as a creator and what I do. Watch the videos all the way through. And if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, and hitting the subscribe button. All of those are completely free, and that's the best way that I want to run this channel. So if you guys want to do that, awesome. If you guys don't want to, then you don't have to, but it does support everything that I'm trying to do. And if you do all of those things, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you next time.